who's the person that you worked with over the long as you've been doing this, even back, in Oakland, wherever? Like, who's the person that you was like, you know what, man, that you seen had the biggest growth because of the wonderful work you do with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that had just
honestly,
you was like, man,
honestly, Rico, I have to say Kyrie.
Kyrie. I thought
Man,
you was gonna say that.
to me, Rico, I mean, when we look at a player, the first time you get in the gym with somebody, right, you already have in your mind, your foundation of what you're looking for. So for me, I'm really big on body mechanics, footwork, and balance. I just want to see how somebody moves. So, I may just throw off some drills just to see how you moved, and that way it gives me a picture of, okay, this is what we need to do to kind of tighten you up.
Yeah.
That kid, man, when I first got to Cleveland in 2013, he was so unbelievably naturally gifted.
Yeah.
Like Rico, it was it's funny because most athletes, right, that are naturally gifted, sometimes you put them in drills and they just go right through them quick.
Yeah.
He was so opposite.
Right.
You give him some structure and make it functional for him, he was like, no, I can't do that. I can't. So you take away his freedom, right? And for a while, kind of took away his freedom to where he can tighten up his game. So I had always told Kai, I said, Reed, man, you got one of the best handles I've ever seen. And that's just you, just whatever. That's just how you play.
Yeah.
Think about this. If you actually start to understand your why and understand what's going to help you use the tools that you have, where's that going to take your game?
Yeah.
That's going to take you to a whole nother area of basketball and he was just like, what you mean, OG? What are you talking about? I just want to hoop. Rico, man, OG, man, I just want to hoop, man. I get buckets. I said, okay.
You sound like it.
You get buckets. I know this, but how about this, guy? How about getting buckets and being ultra efficient, right?
Yeah.
How about if we learn how to help you be so much more efficient that the bucket that it took you with 6 dribbles, you can get that same bucket in 2 dribbles.
And 2, yeah.
And so just, man, working with him, Rick, to see his growth when I first got to Cleveland, for him to really lock in, one, on understanding how to work. He didn't really understand how to work.
Right.
And I'm talking in terms of basketball and, like you say, the blueprint in the weight room. All of that stuff. He had no clue.
Yeah.
And Kobe, man, played a big part in that. When I left LA and went to Cleveland, I had asked Kobe if he would like reach out and mentor Kyrie because Kai had big respect for him.
No doubt.
And Kobe, he ran with it and said, man, I love that kid's game. No problem. And just to see, like, read him from that first year, then LeBron comes back to Cleveland that second year, and then just to see him start to understand how to play winning basketball, start to understand what it means to be efficient in the post, in the pick and roll. Just really watching his game evolve, man, that was probably one of the best projects. And I call it that because when Mike Brown hired me, he told me, your project, your main responsibility is to get with this kid Kyrie and mentor him. So just to see his growth, man, it was awesome.
Man, that's dope. That's super dope, man.
And again, I always tell people all the time, man, that kid, he was already unbelievably skilled. It was just me of saying, hey, man, how can we help you take what you do and magnify it? Yeah. So
that's kind of the role I have with De'Aaron Fox this season. You know what I mean? Same role, same exact role to show him how to be so efficient and so and understand what everybody's doing out there at all times. You know what I mean? Knowing that you might have to get Buddy a shot, and he ain't got a shot in 2 times, 5 times down. Knowing that you might need to get the big fella a pick and roll dunk, and at the same time knowing how to get your stuff off at different parts of the game, like when to take up, when just because he's extremely smart. You know what I'm saying? And he's fast as all get out. But I'm like, yo, man, you just can't be fast all the time. You got to have a plan. You know what I mean? Like, you can go from slower to slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to go just balls out all the time, man. And it's unfortunate that the season started, got shut down because we were just finding our groove. You know what I mean? He and I, you know what I mean? We were finding our groove because, he was hurt early. And then, so we had to rehab and get all the way back. And then we finally found our groove, man, like of trust. You know what I'm saying? Of trust, because he's a big
word right there.
Yeah, he's stubborn. And I like the fact that he's stubborn. I tell him that every day. I said, yo, I like the fact that you're stubborn. I want you to continue to be stubborn. Please do that. Because that's what makes you the fuck you. I don't want to take away who you are. I want to just enhance it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to help you enhance it and tighten it up a little bit more and understand how to use these gifts that God gave you. And he's starting to figure that out. He was starting to figure it out, man. He was taking our team to some to the next level, but very similar, man. Because he just hooping sometimes. He just out there hooping.
Man, that's what they do. They don't these dudes, man. I'm telling, like, Reed, they so naturally gifted, right? I look at these dudes and say, man, if I had half them tools when I was their age, bro, like just naturally, like, these dudes really, they don't even know what kind of weapons they're walking around with.
That part.
So I think that's where we come in to try to help them connect the dots. Jay Kidd's on our staff, and he uses all these different phrases, and he always says, man, how can we connect the dots? And so I love stuff like that, man, to help these dudes understand, make the dots connect, man. And this whole thing, it'll start
and it's a pleasure to see that shit once they do connect them dots. You know what I mean? Once they start, man, you just sit back and be like, okay. You know what I mean? It's just right. What's crazy? I love that. I loved it. I love seeing them to start to figure that thing out, man, because it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, then it flips. It flips from us hitting them and texting them saying, be here, be here. Then they start hitting you like, Reek, man, listen, we got to collaboration. Yeah. Collaboration. And they take ownership of their own development, their own growth as a player. And that's when that happens, man, I think we can sit back and say, okay, man, we've done the right thing.
No question, man. That's when you build something special, man. You've had a chance to win a couple of them things, man. So hopefully I can get there one day, man.
Nah, bro. Hey, man. Listen, Rico, I ain't gonna lie to you. By the grace of God, He has put me in these positions. Hey, listen, bro. Look, we work hard.
Yeah.
Rick, you know, man. You've been in the league and been around the league for a long time. Yeah. Man, I've been extremely blessed and lucky. I take no reservations in letting people know that the run that I've had so far as NBA coach is not standard.
Right.
It is not standard, Rico. Right. And look, however this thing has come down from God, whoever blessings are pouring down on me from somebody else, I'm just saying, man, let me keep my blinders on. I'm gonna show appreciation and gratitude for all of this, man, and just try to keep riding it out.
No doubt, man. Well, you deserve the credit. You deserve some credit too, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, man.
Hey, this been fun, man. Let's do this shit again sometime.
Yeah, bro.
Man.
Like real talk.
Let's do it again, man. You know what I mean? Before, shit. Whatever you need from me, I'm here for you, man.